Hello there everybody, Sabananai2 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Octopath Traveler. After a 2-day break of me just trying to rest my throat, I do believe I am suitable enough to continue on, and even so much as finish this game. Thank you guys very much for being very patient with me. I know it must have been a pain in the butt, but in that time I was actually able to get some preparations done, and I think I might be ready for the final area, specifically the last dungeon. Oh, in terms of skills, I've gotten a few of my characters with the setup Surpassing Power, BP Eater, Saving Grace, and some of them have like miscellaneous abilities like Divine Aura. Actually, I can go ahead and replace this, I just realized. BP Eater would actually be pretty good. Even though Primrose doesn't really deal that much damage, it certainly wouldn't hurt just to have a little bit of extra, you know? I think, yeah. I've also gotten Physical Prowess, Fortitude, BP Eater, and Surpassing Power for Hanit, SP Recovery, Hang Tough, Saving Grace, and Endless Items. Basically, Saving Grace is going to be the thing that's going to save my life, essentially. Now, the other party... Now, from what I understand, it looks like I might be able to use almost all of my party members, which, hell, that's freaking cool. Also, I was blindly running around, guess what? Right there it is. So guys, let's throw ourselves in. From what I understand, once I go in here, I'm not going to be able to leave, so let's do this. To the ruins of Hornburg so we can finish this. Whoa. Maybe oh yeah, I've also got I may have, recruited 2 specific people to join me on this little adventure. Well, Ulbricht's probably going to have some memories of this place. Which makes me realize I probably should have had Ulbricht in my party. Now, I was given a little bit of a warning. Specifically that this is a boss gauntlet, which actually, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. I would expect something like that, to be fair. Although I'm not entirely sure where I'm going. I'm just going to head toward the icon that's the save spot. Alright. I did do some last minute grinding, just trying to get some job points for everybody. I think I'm ready for this. So let's do this. Whoa. Hey! So, I'll find Father on the other side. Truly? Trust me, Kit. He is there, waiting for you. I see. Very well, then. LeBlanc! Is something the matter? Pray forgive me. I'm not feeling so well. Why don't you go on ahead? I'll catch up soon. Is she just going to use... I have this... Okay, this must be like the Gate of Venus. So... something tells me that you're going to use Kit to revive... Oh god, what the hell is his name? Galdira, I think. Now, I will admit my throat is still a little bit sore, so I'm going to try to be careful with this. I'll be waiting for you. Kit, don't! Oh, here's a familiar face. Fancy meeting you here. I trust you came for Kit, yes? Apologies, but the lad is quite special to me. My soulmate, if you will. I'll thank you not to interfere. That's assuming you could interfere, even if you wanted to. Pass beyond the Gate of Venus, and never again may you return to this world. Okay, so this is the Gate of Venus. Follow us if you so choose, but first, be certain that that is truly the path you wish to tread. Farewell. Yeah, you're not going to stop me. I'm going to go forward. You can't stop me, lady. The Gate of Venus. And no danger level either. Ooh. Oh! Oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah, as you can see, these are my stats for the whole party members right now. I've got everybody outfitted with some good equipment. Also, Therian has a ridiculously large amount of HP, rivaling freaking Hanit. Wow, actually, Therian and Hanit have the highest HP number. Not bad. Alright. Oh my god! Are these all the... Do battle with the unholy presence? Sure. Let's do this. Oh! No way! Miguel! Well, fuck me. I never expected I'd be facing you again. Color me surprised. Alright, okay, light's not your weakness. Got it. I can, on the other hand, do this. I wonder how hard it's going to be to actually kill you, though. There's the real question. Alright. Now, let's not mess this up. Do Transfer Rune first, and then Light Rune. Okay, that was actually not as strong as I was actually expecting. Yatagrasu. Like that. Aww. No money, but I get experience and I get the job points. From the Diary of Graham Crossford, Part the Second. All hope was lost. My beloved was gone forever. I'd finally finished the elixir, but it was too late. Mere days too late. My one true love had drawn her last breath, just as I was racing back to her side, medicine in hand and heart filled with renewed hope. For 3 days and 3 nights I lost myself in tears. A river of tears, too deep and raging for me to ford my way across it. It was after the funeral that the woman found me, LeBlanc. She called herself. In the depths of my anguish, my life bereft of all meaning, she asked me a simple question, terrible in its implications. Wouldn't you like to see your beloved once more? That insidious offer, a mere whisper in the wind, took hold of me. Try as I might, I could not close my ears to it. If it would mean seeing my love even once more, then I would give my very life without regret. LeBlanc spoke of the Gate of Venus, which separates this world from the next. If I could find it and cast it open, I could bring my beloved back to my side. I'd heard I'm actually kind of surprised that we're actually getting much more of this. I'm happy. So I'll give you that. I could bring my beloved back to my side. I'd heard the legends before, of course, but for the first time, I found myself desperate to believe them. Begging the help of one of Kit's companions, I set out to the southeast. It was a fool's journey, but what else remained to me but a fool's hope? On my way, I passed through the village of Clearbrook. There I came across a young boy, stricken with illness and lingering just outside death's door. Convulsions racked his small frame, and his skin was mottled with a purplish pox. I recognized the symptoms at once. How could I not? It was the same foul malady that stole my beloved from me. I felt the touch of fate in this meeting. Though I had not been in time to save my true love, I still carried the elixir I had labored so long to create. A remedy that could do nothing for her now. There was no doubt in my mind what I must do, and so I treated the boy with my medicine. When I looked at the boy's face, finally at peace and in calm repose, I saw my beloved again, and in her gentle eyes I found forgiveness. I hope I can do that too someday. Such were the boy's words to me. When he was strong enough to speak again, he told me that he wished to follow in my footsteps and become a great apothecary. Oh. His words were a reward I never expected. In that moment, I felt as though my journey was perhaps not a fool's one after all. I left what remained of the elixir and the rest of my medicines behind with the boy, and I set out once more, turning my feet again to the Gate of Venus. Little did I know that I was making the greatest mistake of my life. Oh my god! Shit! We're getting more story, and I'm actually happy about this. Let's go! Who's this one? Simeon. Of course it has to be you. It's a good thing I've got Primrose in my party. Alright. Ow. Silence. silence comes. Of course. Give her a transfer rune. One sense that'd be a little bit better. Boiling blood. You suck. That's what I say. We'll just keep lowering your defense, making it a tad easier for me. There we go. Get rid of that silence. Right smack dab, right there. Ow. Alright, you know what? Yeah. Alright. Broken. Okay, let's go with Steel Teddy's Seduction. No! Yes! Why did I use Peacock Struck when he already has a boost? I wasted a turn doing that. Oh well! That was pretty good. Alright, now let's go ahead and use Dark Root. Because why the hell not? Okay, now we got the Bishop Staff, so this should deal much more damage. Yeah, that's great! You can spot a crack in Simeon's defenses. Even though he shook some up again, Master of Silence. Oh. That's fine. Make sure you get a first turn. I'll go ahead and heal your silence. And I will smack you with an elemental break. Follow up. Good. Still dealing some good damage. Makes things a little bit easier. I also got some help too, by the way. Not really not a lot of help, but it's certainly better than nothing. All right. Okay. Let's go and keep using Elemental Break. We're getting follow-up damage, so we're still dealing over 10,000 damage every time to him. Silence really has no meaning to me at this point, considering... Oh, by the way, yes, I am, not done. See? There you're dead. Alright, that's 2 down. Okay, it looks like they leave it behind a book every time. So maybe I should go in an order here. From the Diary of Lord Geoffrey Azelhart. Oh, your dad. Shit.
I kept my faith. I stayed true to my convictions until the end. Several years before my death, a shadow fell upon my dear noble court. A shadow known as the Obsidians. They brought with them sweet words and false promises, but I would not lend them my ear. Once they came to understand that I would not be swayed to their way of thinking, they came after my life time and again. I would not allow myself to be daunted. I dug deeper into the truth to uncover their intentions, their ties, and the mastermind behind their villainy, and my search eventually led me to learn of the Gate of Phoenix. In the end, I was murdered by the men who caught wind of my discoveries, yet I do not regret my actions. I lived true to the words of my house and did all that I could for the sake of my people. Wait, these are actually like his last words, or is this after his death? My soul regrets that I've left Primrose alone to pick up the pieces of this broken life I left behind. My precious daughter should not have to bear such a burden on her shoulders. Primrose, you stood before my grave and told me, did you not, that you had lived true to what I had taught you. You are strong, my daughter. You found your own cause and purpose. And the purpose you found was the continuation of my very own. You carried on in my footsteps and finished what I had started. My dear Primrose, when I think of how much you must have suffered all alone, all I can do is beg you to forgive me. Now the time has come for you to lay down your burden and rest. It is time you forget about me and find happiness. A happiness of your own this time. For I will always be with you. Geoffrey is a lot.
Aww. It's like the last memento of each character. That is sad, but oddly, I'm happy that we have this. All right. Okay. Let's go. Who's next? Oh!
You! Darius! As if I could forget your ugly mug. You traitorous bastard! My items have been stolen, huh? I'll get them back rather quickly. That much I promise. Come forth, Eliza!
Alright, fine. Guess what? I don't necessarily need items. That, on the other hand... Ay. Okay, Damn it. Okay, we're gonna have to do a revive. Alright, you're back, Cyrus. Oh my god, yes.
Yes. No. You son of a bitch.
Hilariously, she gets another turn. Aha! You missed me! Alright, heal more. There we go. Yes! Alright. Oh wait, she does not have enough. Okay, summon. Poison! Okay, I tried. Alright, light? I wish I remembered what your weaknesses were. Oh well. It could be better, it could be worse. Let's try darkness. Nope. Alright. Yes, good job, Eliza. Alright, transfer rune, give us multiple turns. Alright, let's go ahead and go with Ventus Saltair. Yes! Reach to wind! Good. Haha! Failure on your part, you cheeky bitch! Oh, god damn you to hell! Alright, let's go with Rain of Arrows, see how that does. And it could have easily been better, but it's totally fine right now. You missed me! Alright, okay, I can't use items again, so, stab him. Shit, that worked. Shit, that worked. And I treat my items. Thank you, Eliza. This is going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt me. Yes. Unfortunately, this is still not enough power that I want. I require more. Alright. Now just go ahead and party rest again. Following it up with another party rest. Because I'm going to try to get Haunted to use her ultimate. Yo! Good job, Haunted. That's why you're best, girl. Alright, Luminescence! Could be better. Alright, go ahead and use Elemental Break. We're gonna keep your elemental defense down. Strange his posture. You missed me! Alright, she can still use... Okay, good. Okay, still use a dagger, which makes things a little bit easier for me. Alright. Let's go ahead and give us all... You know what? Let's give ourselves Ice Room. We'll just keep on laying on the damage. Stuff that you can't avoid, my good sir. Because it's going to hurt you quite a lot. And I happen to get lucky. Yeah! This is good. This is really good. Okay, that kind of hurt a little bit. But that's okay. That's okay. I still have excellent healing abilities. Darius let out a battle cry. Well, the poor little whiny bitch really can't do much of anything, can he? Alright, let's go ahead and give us a nice healthy dose of sidestep. Make all of his attacks miss. Ow. Okay, maybe except for Will-O-Wisp. Alright. Smack him with an elemental break. Alright. Damage is still pretty damn good. Alright, yeah, let's go with Trade Winds. Like that! Alright. Okay, good. Yes. This damage is so fantastic. And this is going to hurt so much. Goodbye, Darius. Well, I don't even have to heal this turn. And I got a Revitalizing Jam, too. Alright. From the records of House Ravis. From the time of my first... Oh, this must be the... From the time of my first memories, I recall my father lecturing me on the origins of our house, on what it meant to be the head of House Ravis, and what it was I must give my life to protect. My father had heard the same from his father, and his father from his father before him. The House of Ravis is blessed with many treasures, and many who covet them. To one born into the House of Ravis, such things are as natural as given as the blue of the sky above us. We are blessed with great treasures, and it is our duty to protect those treasures from those who would use them for ill. And among all the treasures, there were none greater than the Dragon Stones. The Dragon Stones were bestowed upon the first Lord Ravis by the legendary King Beowulf the First of Hornburg, and they've been passed down our family ever since. The stones are said to have come from a land far to the east, and they are worth far more than their weight in gold. But that is not where the true value lies. A power sleeps within them, and it makes them valuable beyond mortal comprehension. For the name Dragonstone is no simple fancy. The stones house the power of the great worms whose name they bear. It is said that the great sorcerer Odin Crossfoot used the power of the Dragonstones to seal shut the gate of Venus. Crossfoot had campaigned together with King Beowulf and aided him in the founding of Hornburg. My father, when he was still with us, once told me this.
Power in itself is neither good nor evil. It is the man who wields the blade who decides whether he fights for good or evil.
That is why King Beowulf entrusted the stones to the man he trusted above all others, the loyal knight who would become the first lord of House Ravis. Great power can bring about boundless good or unfathomable evil. It is the duty to our house to keep the Dragonstones safe and protect them from those who would wield them for dark ends. Yet given enough time, great power will always awaken a hunger in others who would claim it for themselves. Once the Dragonstones came to House Ravis, there was no end to those who lusted after them, not to mention how many other riches. Even Keith and kin could not be trusted to stand against such temptation. Once, a rumor reached my ears that suspicious parties were inquiring into the whereabouts of the stones at the behest of my own relatives. It may be that those who sabotaged the carriage of my wife...
Wait. It may be those that sabotaged the carriage my wife and I were riding in at the bidding of my own blood. Oh, my poor Cordelia. What is to become of you? You are too gentle to have a doubt another. I fear that many will draw near to you, cloaked in the guise of kindness, and seek to deceive you. Cordelia, I cannot protect you any longer.
Okay, wait a minute. It's now just hitting me. Why was I even going in Cordelia's voice? Because it's clearly, these must be the last memoirs of people who are dead, and they're just speaking to us right now, I guess? Okay.
Cordelia, I can protect you no longer. No matter how I try to call out, my voice cannot reach you on the other side. Yet this I hope you know. Though a time may come when you are betrayed by one you trust, I believe your heart will not falter. You will not lose your faith in people, and this is for the best. For there are those truly worthy of your unwavering trust, and you will find them and keep them close at your side. I held on to such faith, and I was rewarded with a loyal companion worth 1,000 other men. Heathcote has been true to me in all things. Surely such a friend will also appear before you, one worthy of your faith. And so I beg of you, Cordelia, never stop believing in others, for it is this faith that will save you in the end.
Aww. I kinda wish I could just tell them, like, all this happy stuff that just, it's now, you know, it's getting me, you know, sad, but also just happy that they're including, hey, it's the fucking dragon! Oh, no, why must I fight you again? I guess it makes, God, I guess it makes sense. Okay. I wish oh my god, I should have written down all of your guys' weaknesses. Okay, okay, dagger's not gonna work, obviously. I already know that I can't use the, bow on you, so... Okay, you are weak to sword, but you're blocking that, unfortunately. Okay. I can work with this. Elemental break. Let's lower that, you know, elemental power of yours. Now, let's go ahead and hit everybody with a good old sidestep. Ah! How dare you! What did Hanan ever do to you? I mean, she might have clipped your wings, but how dare you? Wait, are you weak to dagger? No, that's right, you're not weak to dagger. Okay, just making sure. Alright, let's try lightning. Nope. Maybe I should go with Pokemon logic and you might be weak through ice? No, wait. Maybe. You know what? That's why I got these items here, so I don't waste my turns. Okay, lightning didn't work, so... Ice. Ice, baby. Ah, you missed me! Alright, win. Nope. Nope. I really should have just memorized all of this. Okay, light. I can do this. Okay. Give everybody a light boost. Ow! That wasn't very nice. Thankfully, I can work with this. Oh my! Don't use a sweep attack, don't use a sweep attack, don't use a sweep attack. Oh! There goes my healer. Well then. You done did stole my healer, my dude. And I am grateful that you are weak to light, because you are making this much more fun. Seriously, Windheld's battle cry is such a great skill. I love it to death. Alright, give me that. Alright, okay. Transfer rune. Make sure she has a large amount of turns for that. And smack you with a Lux Congriere. Yes. You basically are just EXP fodder for me. The dragon is wounded. Good. Oh, thank you, Tressa, for being a sturdy young woman. Alright. Smackdown! Oh, that's right, my light wore off. Aye, that's a bit of a problem, but I got Guardian Lion Dog. Aw, damn it. Almost all of them hit. Alright, you're going to get another turn, but I can actually take care of this rather quickly. Okay, Tressa, you can afford to use a couple of turns to heal because I can actually get rid of this guy's barriers. And I am so grateful that you're weak to light because this just means Cyrus is going to be able to deal so much more damage because of that. Okay, let's go ahead and take aim. Make sure we have some accuracy built up here. We're also going to go ahead and use rest again. Make sure everybody is nice and ready. Smack you with a luminescence full power. Primrose, you tried. That's the important thing. Merchant skill. Let's go ahead and use sidestep for the whole party to avoid any sweeping attacks. Full power, Windheld's battle cry. Shit, one of the attacks missed? Damn, I did not know that was possible. Wait, yeah, that's fair. I guess it would be a little broken if, you know, all of the attacks hit. That's what I gotta say. Okay, everybody is healed, so we are good. Cyrus, take it down. Oh my god, it's still alive. Well, color me surprised. I didn't think that it would actually survive. But that's okay. Really? It didn't have that much left. Oh my god. Well, I didn't see that coming. Alright. This must be for Alphen. From the Diary of Graham Crossford, Part the 3rd. How could I have been so wrong? All I thought of was bringing my beloved back to the world of the living. When LeBlanc told me such a thing could be done, I was all too willing to swallow her pretty words. The moment that I arrived before the gate, I felt a finger of ice run along my spine. Even if my mind had been too slow to recognize it, my very body was propelled by that gate, or more precisely by what lay beyond it. While I struggled to catch my breath, LeBlanc sketched out a magic circle on the ground with practiced ease. As she traced each twisted line and rune, her hand never faltered. How many times must she have prepared for this moment in her heart of hearts? It was at that moment that I realized just how she had longed for this moment. How fiercely she desired to see the dark ritual to completion. Okay, so she must be actually trying to revive Galdira. Only by this ritual may the gate be opened. It will not be pleasant for you, but you must bear it if you wish to see your beloved once more. So LeBlanc spoke as she led me to the center of the magic circle. As she began the ritual, the first thing I felt was a great pain that struck my entire body at once. It was followed by a strange sensation like nothing I'd ever experienced. I felt myself stretching and swelling from the inside. Ew! Somebody's got an inflation fetish. Not really. From the corner of my eye, I saw my own hand changing into something foreign and awful, and then the fear. LeBlanc watched my transformation with a glow in her eye. It was then I knew this ritual was not intended to open the gate and bring my wife back to me. Yes, I know it truly lies beyond the gate of Venus. That horror is what LeBlanc sought to bring back to our world, and I was to be the vessel. I would be lying if I said I had no idea this was coming. My conversation with LeBlanc had led me to suspect that this ritual would not work for just anyone. It seemed that she needed my blood, the blood of House Crossford, descended from an ancient line of sorcerers. That is why I must be the one to prevent her plan from succeeding, for if I fail, she will only turn her sights upon my dear Kit. Shit. No, that I cannot allow. So while I realized before the end what LeBlanc intended, I continued to accompany her in her aim so that I could see the truth of the ritual for myself and foil it however I could. Little did I know what I was dealing with, a power far, far beyond any mortal's control or conception. I felt my own sense of self growing, faint and distant, and something else entirely filling me. I resisted it with all that I had but that presence, to that thing, a being like myself, a fragile human spirit, could be crushed as easily as an insect beneath your heel. Then, just before my mind was completely consumed by the darkness, I saw the smiling faces of my wife and son one last time. I screamed. The memory of my wife gave me the power to resist at the last critical moment. I imagine LeBlanc herself did not think I would ever strike back at her, but I had already grown far stronger than I had been as a man. Even when I only managed to land a single blow to her, it cut her deep. She staggered back and the ritual was interrupted. This is my chance! All I need to do is chase after her after she flees and cut her evil at the root, bringing everything to an end. That is what I must do, but why am I here? Where am I going? Why am I am turning into something else. Something less and less human. And so, I wander the land without aim. There are periods of time I cannot remember. I come back to myself surrounded by destruction. No memories, but I know it was me. These blackouts grow more frequent. They come for me. No. Stay your hand. I am no monster. I'm a man. I am a man. Oh. Oh no. I have a theory, and part of me really hopes that I am wrong. I'm gonna have to read another, if he has another one of those journals, I need to read it. It's something I have to confirm. Okay. Let's do this. You! Ow. Transfer rune. You and your candlestick weapon spear thing. Huh. Your dark spells mean nothing to me. Oh man, it feels good to be able to actually, you know, heal beyond my normal limit, my mere limitations. Goodbye to those little shields of yours. Elemental break. I already know that you're weak to light, so that makes this so much easier for me. I'm gonna save you for right now. Alright, see if I can get her to give us a boost. No, but that works too. Alright. Light rune. I already know you're weak to light. So this is going to hurt you a lot. Fuck, man! I think I'm gonna take care of this guy much faster than I did the others. Probably. Possibly. Maybe not. Who knows, but realistically, the damage itself is so utterly fantastic. Dear freaking God, that damage is so unreal. Oh my God, but I love it. Oh my God, thank you, Eliza. Alright. You're not getting a turn. Because I'm going to kill you, and it is going to be so fine. Alright, yes. Oh my God, Matthias. You never stood a chance. That was by far the quickest one. Yes. Level ups as well. Level ups for days. It is really getting me geared up for whatever the hell I'm gonna go up against. Color me excited. From the Diary of Matthias, Prophet of the Accursed Flame.
Once I too believed in the teachings of the sacred flame. I led the people in its light as a servant of the church. No one could have doubted that I was anything but a pious believer in those days, and when I look back upon it now, it all seems so painfully foolish. When was it that I first began to doubt the flame? Perhaps it was after I met LeBlanc. But no, that was but the catalyst to what I was already growing within me. Even before LeBlanc appeared, those feelings had taken root in my heart. The small village, whose church I'd been appointed to, was destroyed in a conflagration, started by a capricious strike of lightning. The flame spread before we even knew it was happening. Before we knew it, we were engulfed in hell's fire.
Countless were lost to the flames, even the young innocent children who had loved so dearly. They had committed no sins. They did not deserve to have their flesh seared and their bones turned to ash. And so I prayed to the flame. I prayed and prayed that their lives would be spared. Fool that I was, even after they were dead and gone. I believed that if I prayed hard enough, they might return to us, that a miracle might occur. And so I offered up every scrap of faith that I had, until at long last I realized the truth. Believing in the sacred flame and praying to it would not bring about a miracle. But if my faith could not bring me, and those I loved succor in our time of greatest need, then it was worthless. It did not matter to me if the power I needed was forbidden. I would use that power for the force of good and bring about miracles. That was the true faith to which my eyes were finally open. It was not something I had been tricked into by another. I had reached enlightenment. It is only fitting that such a revelation came to me, the one true savior. Huh. While LeBlanc may not have been responsible for my enlightenment, I am still grateful to her. After all, she is the one who granted me the blessing of 100 years free from aging. Huh? Seriously?
The dark secrets written in that tome can allow a man to cheat death, and I owe her a debt for sharing them with me. I gained eternal life, or close enough, as a true savior should.
How old was this guy?
I then took it upon myself as my duty to save as many people as I could with the power granted to me, and so I set out to kindle a darker flame in our realm. If the sacred flame could be weakened, yet more of Gardira's accursed power would seep through the gate of Venus, and I would be able to claim even greater strength for myself. I hid myself away from those in the church who wished to stop me. But the long march of time was my ally. It wore away the lives and the memories of any and all who once knew me. The tattoos of my face had been washed away like words written in sand. None who still live would remember me as an apostate of the church. With enough leaves, all things are possible. Even obtaining a new name is little challenge, and so I worked my way back into the church's graces as the traitor Matthias. Even the venerable Archbishop Joseph did not suspect me for a moment. Every step of the way, fate has shown me that I am in the right. I was able to uncover Galdira's altar because I am right. I was able to use a fragment of Galdira's power to bring about a miracle because I am right. I could become the savior at Whisper Mill and command its people to do my wishes because I am right. With Simeon as an ally, I never wanted for money nor power. Simeon. The Obsidians served me well, whether they knew it or not. Simeon claimed to never have spoken to me or to the others. I know not if he meant to use me as a secret weapon against the others if the need ever arose, or if it was simply that he did not trust me, but it hardly mattered. After laboring for so many decades, the time had come at last. I had succeeded in debilitating Archbishop Joseph with the poison the Obsidians had provided me. It was a beautiful poison. No one would ever suspect it was anything but a natural death. You son of a bitch. All that remained for me to do was to cast a dark shadow on the heart of Liana, the next flame bearer, and the sacred flame would soon burn black. That is what was meant to be. That is what was about to be. But no! Damn it all to the farthest reaches of hell! The culmination of all I had worked for was mere inches away, so close I could feel the kiss of the accursed flame, and instead it was all snatched away. That fire snuffed out to leave me in utter darkness and despair. I I am the savior. I was meant to bring Galdira's flame to the world. Why should I be left in this black hell? It's dark here, the blackness. It is all consuming, darker than 1,000 starless nights. Please, someone, anyone, bring me some light.
Well, you had it coming, you asshole.
Next! You! You I'm going to have a lot of fun murdering.
Okay. Well. Okay. Ow. I am actually kind of glad that they don't really have all that much power to them. Makes things a little bit easier for me. Ow. My god, they're actually very freaking weak.
Yeah.
Alright. I think I could actually come in handy, actually. Surprisingly, I poisoned one of them. I'm still not quite ready yet. Ow. Because of course it makes sense for a zombie to know that. Your physical strength means nothing to me.
I can go beyond that.
Alright, goodbye. Yoink! Get rid of the zombies. They are in the way. My god, they're sturdy though. My god, they're dead though. That did a pretty good damage. That was beyond what I was expecting. Elemental break. The damage is going to hurt you, and it's going to hurt a lot. Party rest. Seriously, you're wasting your turns to augment your strength. It's kind of pathetic, but it's also quite cute just watching to see you try to actually be threatening.
Oh, you poor pitiful fool.
Alright, holy light.
Oh, you pitiful weakling.
Also, thank you for the revitalizing jams. I believe those are going to come in handy. At least leaves two more. From the Diary of Headmaster Yvonne of the Royal Academy.
It was 15 years ago when I first learned of that tome. The headmaster's chair was but a dream to me in those days, when my prize student Lucia brought a young woman to me. The woman told me that I was best suited to the position of headmaster, that there was no knowledge, no position that should be off limits to a man of my ability. And so she taught me many things, one being the existence of ancient tomes containing the long-forgotten secrets of old. There are several volumes of forbidden writings in Atlas Dam's graced libraries, and no volumes of forbidden writings in Atlas Dam's, and no eyes but the headmasters are allowed to look upon them. The tome in question is one of these. It is the last extant tract of the legendary sage known as Solomon, whose name lives on in history through the land as his birth. The kingdom of Bernstein, Bernstein Bears, has long since been forgotten. Long has it been said that who can decipher its true meaning will obtain power over even life and death.
The current headmaster is not worthy of such knowledge. What he lacks in intellect only pales to what he lacks in character. I cannot depend on him. I would depend on you. She wished to decipher the secrets of the tome and share its knowledge with the worthy alone. Thus a great scholar was needed, one who would be able to fully understand the arcane truths within the tome. The doddering fool who now serves as headmaster could never do such a thing, but a genius such as you, Yvonne? Surely, you of all scholars in the realm are up to the task. Yes, that was how she persuaded me. It was true that I bore little resemblance to the former headmaster, who was interested in nothing but his studies, and whose only praiseworthy trait was his tenacity in that single-minded pursuit. But I was different. I knew that knowledge was worth its weight in gold, and more critically, my intellect far outstripped his. How could the idiots around me fail to realize this? This woman told me that the then headmaster, holding a lofty office, he had done so little to deserve what was tantamount to sin, and I agreed. When she asked me if I could remove him, I assured her that it would be the simplest of tasks. And so, I had assassinated him just as she had wished, leaving not a trace of evidence behind to incriminate myself. Shortly after, I ascended to the headmaster's seat in his place. I encountered the strange woman only once more after that day. When I reported to her that I had murdered the former headmaster, she flashed a chilling smile and simply replied, "So you did." Then she walked away, never again to appear before me. Perhaps removing that man was all she wanted of me after all, I thought. It was no matter. The tome was in my grasp, and I immediately set myself to uncovering its secrets. All the rumors I had were true. It was a work of staggering genius. With Lucia as my assistant, I was able to obtain rather rare and ancient texts from that woman, even if I never saw her again. Yes, everything was going just as I had planned, and power beyond the imagination was finally within my reach. How did it all come to this? Damn that accursed Lucia! Damn that heartless, conniving witch! How did I not see? She meant to use me from the very start. I was the one who unlocked the secrets. I who constructed the basic theories of how to effectively control life and death. And as soon as I had done that, she had no more need for me. That was why she gave me a flawed blood crystal and led Cyrus right to me, so that she could dispose of me without dirtying her own hands. You despicable, loathsome, hateful woman! Death was not cooled my fury, but only fueled it to greater heights. Curse you. Curse you and that unholy witch you brought to my side. May the deceitful Lucia burn for all eternity. May the foul witch LeBlanc be banished beyond the farthest reaches of hell!
The farthest reaches of hell, you say? What do you know? That's the title of the book! Okay, I'm just double checking and making sure I don't have any more. I got candy!
Alright, let's go! You! I remember you.
Oh, right, you got poison. I forgot. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Not for long, though. I can handle it. Yes, I remembered correctly. You wore wheated bows. Good. That makes things a little bit easier for me. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and use Elemental Break. Alright. This works out in my favor. This works out in my favor. Because now I can start working on some really good damage. Alright. You know what? I'll boost your physical attack, why not? Good guillotine. Good talk. Alright, Rune Lord, Power of Light. Go ahead and use an Elemental Break again. Make sure you can keep the damage up. 45, almost 50k damage, my P. Why not? Yes. More! Almost 70k. That is some damn good damage. I love this attack. It looks so cool. Follow it up. You never stood a chance. Oh, good job, Eliza. Good talk. Good job. Yes! That was so much quicker, too! Alright. From the... Oh! The first part of the diary! Grave tidings reached me as I was passing through Victor's Hollow in my travels. My beloved's condition has worsened. I knew my journey must be brought to a swift conclusion, lest I be too late in the end. I made up my mind to sail across the verdant deep. The final ingredient I required was the pinion of an ogre eagle, the most fearsome beast of the sky. They are said to make their home in the forest of Roubaix, beyond that vast emerald sea. When I first arrived at the harbor, there was only one ship to be found. It was a grand one. No mistaking that, but the captain was none other than Leon Bastrali. Hey! I recognized him at once, of course. Who could travel these lands without hearing a tale or ten of that dreaded pirate captain, the very mention of whose name would set even the bravest sailor's heart pounding and palms sweating? Yet I found the man himself to be quite different from the one spoken of in legend. Captain Leon Bastrali stood at the helm of a merchant trader, which was preparing to hoist sail at the very moment I came upon it. I told him of my haste and implored that he let me aboard. I'm afraid I don't just let anyone aboard my ship, he told me, and I felt as though I were being put to some kind of test. It was clear this was a man who did not easily place his trust in others. My coin purse was impoverished as my hopes. I held out the only thing of value I could offer, my journal. This is the most valuable of my possessions, I explained. Within it, you will find a record of every region of this vast continent, every town I have visited, and every path I have tread. Surely such knowledge is worth the trouble of having one more body aboard your ship for this voyage. After all, what need had I of such a log, then? My journey was nearly over. All that remained was to obtain the final ingredient and hasten home to my beloved's side. Captain Leon gave a boisterous laugh and gestured me onto his ship with a grin. You'd have me believe the leaves of that old book are more valuable than the leaves in me coffers. Ye must have had quite the journey. I wouldn't mind hearing about it as you swab my decks. As a ship tossed about the stormy sea, my thoughts drifted ahead of the winds to where my wife awaited me. I could see her face in my mind so clearly that it felt as though it was only minutes ago that we parted, not countless moons. And I prayed that the flame would guide me back to her while that gentle smile still graced her lips. It's almost finished at last, my love. Pray wait for me just a little longer. I know not what has become of my journal since I parted ways with Captain Leon, but looking back, I am relieved that it left my hands when it did. Surely it is better than that my final entry ended with some traces of hope, rather than the bitter pain I would eventually find at journey's end. I feel bad for you, buddy. I really do. Alright, that's the last one. Oh my god. Werner!
As if I could ever forget you.
Okay, that's right, you were weak to light. Good. I think you're also weak to sword, if memory serves. Nope! I was wrong. Okay. Okay. That's right, you lowered all my physical abilities because of that. Okay. Transfer room. Alright. Let's go ahead and get right into the damaging bits. The best parts, really. And Cyrus is dead. Ow. Won't lie, that was not very cash money of you. Oh yeah, by the way, Cyrus now has max HP, so hope you like that, you cheeky dick waffle. Okay, no, where's my axe? Tiger Rage. You can just go to hell, you cheeky little bitch. There we go. Heal more. There we go. Alright. Go ahead and rest the party up. Now, let's get some real damage in here. Oh my god, I love the damage that this does. Follow it up with some light! Yeah! Alright, elemental break! Light! Ha ha! You can shift your weight all you want. It won't save ya. Trust me, it'll just fucking only prolong your death. Cause this is gonna fucking hurt! It truly does not matter how much you try to defend yourself, you'll only prolong your death. Alright, Rune Lord skills, transfer rune. My god, Hanet, what goes through so much SP? It's freaking ridiculous. Alright, Rain of Arrows. Wait, no, you're not weak to that. Right. Yeah, that's right, you're weak to magic, right? Alright. Okay. Yeah, just keep laying on the light damage. Blocked it, bitch! This is going to hurt you a lot. I love this. I love the amount of damage that does. You cannot hope to keep pace with me. Really? You're taunting me at this? Are you fucking kidding? You can barely hurt me! And to be honest, it's actually quite hilarious. You just trying to be intimidating. Oh my god, I am becoming a monster. What the hell's wrong with me? Yoink! Bye! Alright. Whose journal is it this time? Oh my god, from the records of Lord Warner.
Hornburg will fall. I still remember her smile as she said the words. It was a score of years ago now, mayhap more. A simple sellsword I was then, when she came to me with a sack full of leaves and dark promise in her eyes. She knew as well as I did that I had far greater aspirations than selling my sword for coin. But coin would have to be a start, and what a start she offered me.
I'm starting to get a little worried about this. You're telling me.
Not only the leaves to free me from another man's employ, but as much as I asked for to invest in my plot and establish the connections I would need. The life I'd always dreamed of was finally in my grasp. I could use her. I could use her to get all that I'd ever wanted. Or so I thought. And so I took the girl up on her offer and began my plot to bring down an entire kingdom. I would need men if I were to accomplish anything, so I recreated my own sellsword company. The Black Brotherhood, I called them. For some reason, an off-branch was found in Skyrim. Whatever. I spent 3 years doing nothing but gathering information on Hornburg. Then, using what I had learned, I began to systematically remove any obstacles that might stand in my path.
I used the girls. Okay, this is. Can't go any further right now with how my throat is. I used the girls' connections to make my company of sellswords very much in demand in Hornburg. I took the worst of the lot, those with no scruples and nowhere else to go, and made them out to be bandits and thieves. I set these villains to attacking the borders of Hornburg, and then my Black Brotherhood would turn them back. It was quite the performance. Other armies didn't stand a chance of beating us to the site of each battle. The skirmishes all took place far from the heart of Hornburg. We knew ahead of time exactly where they would happen, since the foes we faced in those battles were in fact our own men. It was an easy feat to give the appearance of a crushing defeat. Through this farce, the Black Brotherhood won the hearts of the people living in those borderlands. Ingraining myself with the families of these borderlands, I used their introductions to buy trust among many powerful houses of Hornburg. The tales of the Black Brotherhood had spread throughout the realm by then, and I used that woman's money freely to strengthen my ties to powerful men within Hornburg and without. Still, King Alfred was well beloved by his people and his bannermen. It would be no small feat to win their hearts away from him. In which case... Hornburg would not last long with that. In which case, things would become much easier if we were to simply not in the picture. Hornburg would not last long without the people's love for their liege binding them together, and so my eyes landed upon Erhard, who held a bitter hatred for the king within him. I had him appointed as a member of the king's own guard so that he could be in the perfect position to do the deed. All that remained to be done was to give Erhard the chance that he was all too eager to seize. Mixing lies and truths, I lit a fire among the strong young warrior I befriended. I could spout any lie and it would not have mattered. Humans care little for facts. They believe what they want to believe. In the end, it took me just 12 short years to bring Hornburg to ruin. Well, at least you're dedicated, my god. After the kingdom fell, I decided the time had come to settle my accounts with that woman. I disbanded my company, having no more need for sellswords and used the riches I had accumulated to buy myself the lands and statues that would see me through my remaining days. To tell the honest truth, this was not easy. I could have gained even more had I remained at the woman's side. She could provide me with wealth and power beyond any human's wildest dreams. But to pursue this any further would be madness. Perhaps I was already mad. To serve so long at her beck and call to bring down a kingdom. She was beautiful. There can be no doubt of that, but did I desire her even for a moment? No. For within that attractive trapping was evil. Pure evil, intent on bringing humanity to ruin. I'm gonna try this. If a man dared touch any part of it, his own flesh would rot and fall away. She was a lethal poison. She was a witch. And so I cut myself off from her entirely and did not look back. Funny though, was it not? In the end, I could not escape her. She brought about my ruin, as surely as if I had indulged in her poisonous touch. For in the end, just as I felled Hornburg, it was Hornburg's last knight who laid me low.
Damn right, you bastard! Oh god, Albert, calm down.
Oh. Hey! Nice. Alright. Journey's End.